And we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Kenyon Drake, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He is brought down at the 20.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Winslow, and he hits Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark. Mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
He's going to run again. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Shoot!
Murray to throw on. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 58.
Shotgun now for Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. 11 yards there, first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Murray now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. 28's the mic.
Throwing again. Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception, they finished off the drive.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now a draw play with Dre. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 40. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check safety. Check safety.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
He'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down, Ravens.
All day, baby, all day. Owen. 59, check, 59. Let's go, D. Lights 59. Lights 59.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 45 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially.
He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st down, Baltimore.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. it's Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This time, Jackson will throw it. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On second down, it's Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll employ and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Second and 9. Right back to Jay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tie? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Come on, QB, come on. Ready? Finish up. So we got man.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
He was taken down.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in breakouts, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake. 82 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Shotgun now for Murray. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
58, right over there.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, alert 4.
operating from the gun. Murray, and he hits Drake. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Jordan Hicks.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're going to...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. On the return, Andy Isabella. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
And we'll see what his offense can do. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins Ravens. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
40 extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know. Go ahead. And, oh, there's a fake. And he's going to get two. That's great. But from the 15,
The Ravens
the
take
risk
over.
reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Jackson on the keeper.